Join me as I take on the challenge of mastering the perfect crispy shrimp and grits recipe, and I'll reveal the secret ingredient that will blow your mind. Shrimp and grits, a classic Southern dish that's a staple in many households. It's a comfort food that's rich in flavor and history, with its roots dating back to the Low Country region of South Carolina and Georgia. The combination of succulent shrimp, creamy grits, and a hint of spice is a match made in heaven. One of the biggest mistakes people make when preparing shrimp and grits is overcooking the shrimp. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of cooking and end up with tough, rubbery shrimp that are more akin to a shoe than a succulent seafood delight. Another mistake is making bland grits. Grits on their own can be a bit boring, but with the right seasonings and ingredients, they can be elevated to a whole new level. Some people also tend to use too much liquid, resulting in a grits that's more like a soup than a creamy side dish. And let's not forget about the flavor. Some recipes can be quite lacking in that department. To make this recipe, I'll be using fresh shrimp, stone-ground grits, and a blend of spices that will give it a nice kick. I'll also be adding in some aromatics like onions and garlic to give it a depth of flavor. For the grits, I recommend using a ratio of 4 parts water to 1 part grits, and stirring constantly to prevent lumps from forming. You can also add in some butter or cream to give it a richer flavor. When it comes to seasoning, I like to keep it simple with some salt, pepper, and a pinch of paprika. And of course, there's the secret ingredient that I'll be adding to give it that extra oomph. The secret ingredient that I'm using today is crispy prosciutto. That's right, folks, crispy prosciutto. It adds a smoky, salty flavor that complements the shrimp and grits perfectly. To make it, simply bake some prosciutto in the oven until it's crispy, then chop it up into small pieces. When you add it to the dish, it adds a nice textural element and a burst of flavor that will leave you wanting more. The combination of the crunchy prosciutto, succulent shrimp, and creamy grits is absolute perfection. To recap, we've used fresh shrimp, stone-ground grits, and a blend of spices to create a dish that's both flavorful and comforting. And of course, the secret ingredient, crispy prosciutto, is what takes it to the next level. So, if you want to make a shrimp and grits recipe that's sure to impress, be sure to add this ingredient to your list. If you're a shrimp